So, hopefully this video will be a bit happier and more hopeful than the last one. Yeah. Sorry about that again. So, I can't believe it, but I can't really, well, I mean, like, I know it's true, it's just, it doesn't seem real, that next Tuesday will be 4 years since the last time I cut. And it's just, like, I know I keep saying this, that it doesn't seem real, and it's just kind of like, how the hell did that happen? But it just, like, looking at where I was 4 years ago, I never would have thought that that was possible. Even if I were to today figure out a way to go back in time and tell myself, I probably wouldn't believe myself. So, I mean, things aren't magically better. Not everything is like peachy keen and sunshine and rainbows and roses and all of that all the time. But to think back to where I was, it's to where I am now. Like, I don't think I would have thought it was possible to go this long without hurting myself. And yeah, I still have some problems with figuring out how to cope with things in a productive manner, and I'm still struggling with pretty much all the same crap that led me to cut, but the fact that I can deal with that and not have to resort to cutting or any other form of self-injury, it's just, like, my point is that, like, if I can do it, I hate when people say, like, if so-and-so can do it, then you can do it, but if I can do it, and I was cutting to the point where they were at one point talking about having to give me a blood transfusion because I lost so much blood, then anyone can do it. And don't think like, oh well, I can't do it. Like, if you keep telling yourself you can't do it, then you're gonna not try as hard, and you're not going to believe in yourself as much as you can. And you don't have to necessarily be 100% sure that you can do it. Just take it one day at a time, and just, if you have to, take it 1 minute at a time. Like, seriously, if you really, 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 in the beginning, need to do it that way, then do it that way. Because before you know it, the time will add up, and you'll be amazed at how far you've come. Like, it's just amazing to me to think that it's already been almost 4 years. Like, in less than a week, it will be 4 years. And I don't know, it's just really weird. Like, at some points, it feels like it was just yesterday, and then at other points, it feels like it was just a weird dream, or it was me, but it was me in, like, a past life, because it doesn't seem like something that I actually did. But I don't know, sorry. I'm kind of exhausted and distracted, but by myself. Yeah. That's another story for another time, or never. Sorry, I haven't been sleeping well. But my point is that you have to try. If you don't try, you'll never know. And you might think that you can't do it, but anything and everything, well, not anything and everything, because some things you can't do just by wishing, but if you try and you put everything you have into it, then you will have accomplished something, and you will have made progress. And progress isn't about necessarily going from point A to point B in a straight line. Sometimes there are ups and downs, and you go the wrong way from time to time, and you have to backtrack and regroup and keep going. But the point is that you keep going, and you keep trying, and you learn from your mistakes and your mess ups. Because if you just let yourself get discouraged and you don't try anymore, then you're never going to realize what you're capable of. Like, I tried to stop before, and part of the problem with that was it wasn't really for me. It was more so because people expected it of me, and I was pretty much, like, I felt like I was being forced into it without being given the proper tools to cope otherwise, like, in a healthier manner. But if I had just been like, well, I tried before, even though I kind of, like, half-assed it, like, I tried before and it didn't work, so why bother trying now? If I had had that attitude, I honestly don't know if I would be sitting here today talking, because it got to the point where it was that bad that it was a matter of life and death. It doesn't, and the thing is, it doesn't have to be a matter of life and death for you to realize that it's interfering with your life and you don't want to do it anymore. So don't be like, oh, well, it's not that bad, I don't need to stop. If you are using it to, if you're using any unhealthy coping mechanism to deal with anything that's going on in your life, and you aren't really actually working through the problems, then you have a problem, and you should try to work on that and get better and find healthier ways to actually deal with the problem, and not just wait for it to become a massive problem of itself. Like, it is a problem, and you don't need to like, not justify, but I'm trying to think of what I'm trying to say and how to say it. You don't need to wait till it's a really bad problem and then be like, oh, well, now I have a problem, and be like, well, some people I know are way worse off than I am, so I can't be that bad, and I don't really need to get help. I don't really need that. That's not true. It's not. You don't need to compare yourself to anyone else, because if you do that, like, there are always going to be people who are worse off or better off than you. So if you wait until, like, you're the worst person, like, you're the worst case, you might not get a chance to try to recover. And if you do, then it's going to be that much harder, because those behaviors are going to be that much more ingrained in your everyday life and in what you do. And it's going to take a whole heck of a lot more effort to stop than if you were to stop when you're less entrenched in that behavior. Yeah, I feel like I've been rambling on, but this was supposed to be just like a quick video too. I think I really do want to procrastinate on writing my paper and my speech and everything else I have to do, and that's why I'm just, like, talking. Probably that, and I haven't really talked to that many people today. Yeah. Because I went to my first class, and, like, I talked a little bit to some of the people in my class, but I didn't actually really get to talk to that many people. And I would call my mom, but I called her yesterday, and she didn't answer. My sister's at school. My brother, I was IMing with him earlier, but then he got kind of mad at me, and he left, so whatever. Yeah. I think I need to be around people more. I really do. But, sure. But I digress. The point of this video was supposed to be just to say that it is possible to get better. It's not an overnight process. It's not an overnight event. It is a process. There are going to be times when you just want to give up and say to hell with everything. Like, I have personally had those times. I've actually had them recently, like, I don't think it was yesterday, but the day before. Yeah, the day before Monday. I was really in a bad state of mind, really in a bad mood, and I just wanted to hurt myself really bad, and I just wanted to give up on everything. And but the thing is that even though there was a part of me that really strongly wanted to, there was also a part of me that was like, it's not worth it, it's not going to accomplish anything, it's only going to make things that much worse. You really don't want to do this. You don't have to give in to those thoughts. You don't have to give in to those urges. And I was able to overcome that and to not do that, which I'm really proud of and grateful for, because as strong as the part of me that wants to go back to those negative behaviors can be, I really truly don't want to go back to that, because I know what it's like, and I know that it's hell. And honestly, I'm here if anyone needs help, if anyone just wants someone to talk to. I may not have the best advice, or maybe not know, but I'm here to listen. I'm here to be supportive, and if I don't know something, I can always try to figure it out. Yeah. But again, just keep trying and believe in yourself, because that's part of the battle, is just being able to believe in yourself and knowing that you can do it, that it might not be easy, but it is worth it. Honestly, for me, it's been an uphill battle the vast majority of the time, but like I said, I wouldn't go back to how it was before, because even though it has been a pain in the butt, and it has been so frustrating at times, and there have been times where it's just like, I really don't care about the progress that I've made, and I just want to go back to my old ways. I know that it's not worth it, and I would not be, I don't think that I would be able to be where I am. I don't think that I would be able to be in college and be living on my own, and, well, at least during the school year, anyway, and be able to be as productive as I am, even though, like, there are other issues that are getting in the way of me being as productive as I could. I don't think I'd be able to be where I am if I was still hurting myself, if I was still using that as a coping mechanism. I don't even know, honestly, if I'd be alive. There's a great possibility that I wouldn't even be alive. So don't think that you can't do it. You have to believe in yourself. And there are going to be times when you just want to give up, but those are the times when you really need to dig down deep and find the inner strength, and find whatever's driving you to stop and hold on to that, and to also reach out, which I didn't really do, but that was kind of more so because I was trying to get things done and was having a hard enough time focusing on that, and was trying not to waste time, unlike today when I'm being really, really unproductive. But yeah, don't be afraid to ask for help. Don't be afraid to reach out to other people, because really we can't do this by ourselves. Well, maybe we can, but it's that much harder, and we shouldn't have to. We're here for each other. We are social beings, so don't think that you have to do it completely on your own. And there's nothing wrong with asking for help or for admitting that you need help. It just means that the way that you have been doing things isn't working, and you need to find a different way to do things. Because if you keep doing the same things that you have been doing, you're just going to get the same results. So you have to try something different. And that can be really uncomfortable, and really, like, it can make you feel really uncomfortable and unsure and just, like, really out of your comfort zone. But you can't expect to keep doing the same things and get different results. It's not going to happen. So you have to do that. And it's worth it, trust me. Yeah. Okay, this is almost 14 minutes, so I am going to wrap it up now. Take care and stay strong, everyone, alright? And I will potentially make a video on Tuesday, or at least a couple of videos on Tuesday. I still have to figure out, as long as my mom actually puts money in my account for Subway, then I'm going to get Subway, which is what I usually do on the 6th. But I have to figure out what exactly I'm doing. Like, I might have to do something after the fact, because I'm going to have classes on Tuesday, and I'm stuck on campus, and I have no money, so it's not like I can just go on a spending spree or something, shopping spree. But I need to figure out something to do, because 4 years is a really, really, really big deal. I mean, 1 hour, 1 day is a big deal. It is, but for me it's just really, truly amazing. So I need to figure out something to do to actually celebrate that, the way that it should be celebrated, and I don't know. So, yeah. If anyone has any suggestions, it has to be legal, it has to be something that's not involving drugs, it's not involving alcohol, and something that I wouldn't be ashamed of myself for doing in the morning. So, yeah. Sorry. I'm being kind of random and weird right now. Alright, stay strong and take care, everyone.